Laziness. It's the silent thief of ambition. You have big goals, dreams, and plans, but you can't seem to execute. You know what you want, but instead of acting, you procrastinate. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Today, brother, I'll show you how I overcame my laziness using two powerful strategies, the 5-second rule and the 20-second rule. But first, we'll explore the science behind why procrastination happens in the first place and how to beat it once and for all. Stick around, because this could change everything. Years ago, I was stuck in a cycle of procrastination. I had ambitions. I wanted to be fit, build a successful career, and live a life of purpose. But every time I tried to take action, I found myself doing nothing. My phone became my refuge. Social media, Netflix, and gaming consumed my time. And every night, I'd go to bed thinking, tomorrow I'll change. But tomorrow never came. One day, I realized something crucial. It wasn't just about willpower. There was something deeper happening in my brain. To understand why I couldn't break free from laziness, I needed to understand how my brain worked. Now, let's dive into the neuroscience of laziness. In your brain, there's a region called the basal ganglia. Think of it as your brain's habit center. This part of the brain stores repetitive actions as habits. For example, brushing your teeth in the morning or tying your shoelaces. You don't think about these things. You just do them. That's because the basal ganglia has automated these tasks to save your brain energy. Now, here's where it gets interesting, brother. Your basal ganglia works with another part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for decision-making and planning. When you want to start a new task, like studying, working out, or writing, your prefrontal cortex has to activate. But this requires effort. And here's the catch. Your brain is wired to conserve energy. This is why you feel resistance when starting something new. Your brain thinks, this is hard. Let's stay comfortable instead. It's not that you're lazy. It's that your brain is designed to seek comfort and avoid effort. Let me give you an example. Imagine you've decided to start studying. Your brain immediately senses the effort involved. I have to open my book, sit at my desk, and focus for hours. So instead, it offers you an easier alternative. Why not just scroll Instagram for a bit? This cycle of hesitation is what keeps you stuck. Here's another key point about the basal ganglia. It loves routines. Once a behavior is repeated enough times, it becomes a habit stored in this part of the brain. That's why you don't have to think about brushing your teeth. It's automatic. But starting new habits is different. Until a behavior becomes a habit, your prefrontal cortex has to do all the work. This is why starting feels so difficult. It's why you hesitate, and it's why your brain starts creating excuses like, it's too hard, I'll do it later. One more episode won't hurt. The key to overcoming laziness lies in tricking your brain. And that's where the 5-second rule and 20-second rule come in. The 5-second rule. Beat hesitation instantly. The 5-second rule, created by Mel Robbins, is a simple yet powerful tool to combat hesitation. Here's how it works. The moment you think of doing something, like studying, exercising, or cleaning, you have exactly 5 seconds to act. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Why does this work? Because it interrupts your brain's hesitation loop. When you act within 5 seconds, you bypass the prefrontal cortex's tendency to overthink. Instead of debating whether or not to start, you just start. Here's how I used it. Every morning, I'd think, I need to go for a run. My brain would immediately say, stay in bed a little longer. But instead of waiting, I'd count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up. By the time I reached 1, I was already moving. The hardest part of any task is starting. Once you begin, momentum takes over. The 5-second rule eliminates hesitation and gets you into motion. The 20-second rule makes starting easy. The second tool I used was the 20-second rule, which focuses on reducing the effort required to start a positive habit and increasing the effort for negative habits. Here's the problem, brother. Most productive tasks require a lot of activation energy. For example, studying might involve finding your books, setting up your desk, and removing distractions. This can feel overwhelming. On the other hand, distractions like scrolling on your phone require almost no effort. You just pick it up and start. The 20-second rule flips this dynamic. For positive habits, you reduce the activation energy. For negative habits, you increase it. Here's how I applied it. I kept my books open on my desk, ready to go. I set out my workout clothes the night before. I created an environment where starting productive tasks took less than 20 seconds. For distractions, I made them harder to access. My phone went into a locked drawer. If I wanted to use it, I'd have to get up, find the key, and unlock the drawer. Most of the time, the effort wasn't worth it. By using the 20-second rule, I created friction for bad habits and ease for good ones. This small change had a massive impact. Now, brother, here's how the 5-second rule and 20-second rule work together. The 5-second rule gets you past hesitation. The moment you think, I should study, you count down from 5 and take the first step. The 20-second rule ensures that first step is easy. By reducing the activation energy, you make starting effortless. For example, let's say you want to work out. Your workout clothes are already laid out, thanks to the 20-second rule. The moment you think, I should exercise, you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put on your shoes. Once you're moving, the rest becomes easier. Here's how you can start using these rules today. Choose one habit. Write down something you've been procrastinating on. Be specific. Set up your environment. Use the 20-second rule to make starting easy. Commit to the 5-second rule. The moment you think about the task, act immediately. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins to build momentum. For me, this approach changed everything. I went from procrastinating on everything to building a routine that worked, whether it was studying, exercising, or working on personal projects. These 2 rules became my foundation. So remember, brother, laziness isn't a flaw, it's a habit. And like any habit, it can be changed. 5-second and 20-second rules are tools to help you take control, beat procrastination, and build the life you want. Imagine this. A year from now, you're looking back at today. Will you be proud of the steps you took, or will you wish you had started sooner? The choice is yours. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take the first step. If you're ready to learn more about leveling up, check this video here.